Alright, we're gonna get into this one. Oh boy, we're gonna start it off as the Ezreal dying to a Talia Nautilus bot lane. Okay, let's study the rest of the matchups while the Mordekaiser just drops. There he is against Mordekaiser. Well, we know who's winning this lane now because that gank happened. Kayn versus Master E. Who still plays Master E? Come on. Malzahar against Taric. Oh, it's a Taric Master. Wow. This strat died. It doesn't work anymore, right? Well, here's the thing. He's not getting half income yet. Wait, no, he is getting half income. He does have Master... Yeah, he does have a Monster Hunter from the Machete. This strat doesn't really work anymore though. You can't funnel a E as hard as you used to. But bot lane we got Talia, Nautilus against Ezreal, Soraka. Not Soraka top, so therefore useless Soraka. Nice flash getting out of the Nautilus hook, but gets shoved back by Seismic Shove. I believe that's the name of that skill. Gonna get away with her life, but only costing the flash. Should be honest, it's fine. For the most part, Soraka is fine without it. What is that second spell? Yes, it is. It is a correct summoner spell. Take very early, ladies and gentlemen, when you play Soraka. It is the best summoner spell for her by far. But the hook lands yet again. The root comes down. So does the tidal wave. Not the tidal wave, but like the... What is the Nautilus E called? Riptide. There we go. The Riptide securing the kill. This bot lane not going so hard right now. Ezreal 0-1, Soraka 0-3. Soraka is one of those supports where you can just get bullied. It's either you have to play incredibly... Oh my lord! It's either you just have to play incredibly proactively and just assert your ability to bully out two people and just constantly regen, or you have to play super far back. And generally when you play super far back as Soraka, you're so much more vulnerable to just getting poked down or just getting killed. But in the meantime, the Master E boost strat still happening despite, you know, I don't think it works anymore. But they might either find out the hard way or be so degenerate still that the enemy team can't even stop it. One of the two will happen. We're going to find out what, but at the rate that this game's going, I feel like this Master E is going to get popped by even to Talia. Ezreal did have to back for a call, which is not the best item you want to buy over a tier, but being so behind in lane, I can understand it. It doesn't necessarily feel good to buy it, especially on Ezreal. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It is a pretty nice outscale. Mordekaiser's shield eating most of the guillotine damage, but I think the hammer stacks is actually taking him down. I think he's gonna die here. No, just barely lives. A shred of his health. Master E, he just remembered he's a jungler, so now he's gonna come top. Get some revenge against the Darius. He pops a Highlander. Darius gets a movement speed slow. Decimate not gonna find anything. Master E takes a kill, giving him much more gold than he would have gotten in lane. He's getting like 4 gold per CS. That's insanely bad. I mean, it's insanely bad. Oh, Ezreal, no arcane shift. He does get chunked back by a bit, but arcane shift saves his life. Very opportune timing. And now it's up to the Soraka to heal, but another dredge line finding her. The flash just came up and she has to blow it again. Another star call falls, but it doesn't actually clip onto anyone. The seismic shove happening again. Ezreal's getting chunked out by the stones. Flashing in is probably not a good idea. Well, shifting in, flashing in, same thing. Either way is an int. And now the Kayn gets to kill a unicorn for free. Who's taking the tower? Nobody. They broke the aggro. They did get 1 kill, which is on the Master E jungling. He's still being funneled. Not the best of strategies, but you know. Funneling also doesn't work when your side lanes aren't doing so hot. Because you can get funneled, you cripple your own mid lane, but then you go to the side lane and they just kill you anyway. Definitely not the best investment, but here comes the Master E. Can he actually equalize? Dredgeline lands onto him, starting it off with the slow depth charge, knocking him up. Taric pops his ultimate, and the glowy light comes down. He is now immune to damage. The sun lands on Talia. Master E, Highlander popping. He's going to run in there. Talia will get chunked out. She will flash away, but only to her death. Alpha Strike gets reset. 4 Alpha Strike strikes taking him down. Excellent. 2 kills picked up by E and 1 kill picked up by the Taric. much needed shutdowns onto the bot. And the funnel still happening. They're just funneling him with kills now. He needs to get going very, very fast. The rest of the team will not take it. Flash forward decimate, taking the Mordekaiser down. It's all up to Master Yi now. Can he carry with all of the resources that has been given to him? He has gotten the entire lane and basically 3 free kills, 2 of which are shutdowns, all to himself, and that's pretty good. Honestly, it's gotten him the Blood Razor, it's gotten him a bow, it's gotten him tier 2 boots. He is by far the richest person in this game. So, does he have the tools? Is he going to find what he needs to in order to succeed? Blue team did claim the first Drake. It is the Infernal Drake being claimed first, but Cloud's coming up second. The dream of a Cloud Rift is dead. Master Yi would actually kind of like Cloud Rift just for the extra movement speed when you pop Highlander. Just go even faster. This game is going to either be Ocean or Mountain, neither of which Master Yi will particularly like when you're trying to snowball. But when Drake's control is not even in the game, Nautilus dies with a tower shot, going a little bit too far forward. He's going to go back and pick up his mobility boots for faster movement, just in general. And now the lonely soraka, 0-4, quite squishy. Seismic shove, misses. She's standing on top of the rocks. The rocks are being tanked by the Ezreal. Can they go in? Ezreal flashes forward, Mystic Shot, takes the kill. Master Yi wanders all the way down here, but finds absolutely nothing for himself. Monster Hunter has, I think, been disabled now? Yes, I think it should be disabled now. So he is earning full income from from jungle creeps now. Now the call is to gank their own lane. Tarek's just following him like an obedient puppy on a leash. He didn't even buy... He actually bought Relic Shield. Just to feed him more, which is, what you're supposed to do. It is the standard. Oh, Mazahar, nice flash, getting away from the Dazzle. And unleashing a bunch of Void puppies to chase down Tarek to clip him for a little bit of damage. He needs to be very careful. He has no shield, and one more Dazzle will definitely kill him. They do have the damage to do it. They're going to start off his preemptive ult on Master Yi. Master Yi is going to pop the Meditate and start healing up. Tarek immediately responds with his own ultimate, but that is popped a little bit prematurely. None of them are taking damage. Mordekaiser showed up, but he is in the middle of 4 people. He hooks the Nautilus into the Death Realm with him, but he's in the middle of 4, and he's far too weak to even take on the support, so Nautilus just claims a free kill in the Death Realm. Mordekaiser walked down to not achieve much, to be honest, and now Kayn chasing down the Master Yi in his own jungle. He does have a 2-level lead, but Kayn not even going to pop his ultimate. He will just die to the Dazzle. And Tarek picks up that kill. Now Nautilus Moby Boost has sent him back down to bot in record time. The Dredge Line goes out through the silence. Soraka gets shoved back to the Seismic Shove. However, Ezra returns the kill on Nautilus. Not as tanky as he originally thought. In fact, that's all he has. Then health is all he has, and that he's going up against a Sheen tier on the Ezreal already. Ezreal has gotten some very valuable kills. He's definitely back in this game. And now, Drake, the next objective being secured. 10% additional cooldown reduced down to the Wish. We can see Wish now almost 2.5 minutes, just 6 seconds shy. And now it's dropped down to, oh my gosh, almost 15 seconds. That's huge. That is basically like, yeah, that is just 10% additional CDR. What else can I say? Kayn being bullied out of his own jungle. True Shot Barrage not actually finding the mark, but it does give the vision to see him. The Star Call does not actually clip the target, but now he is silenced. He cannot use any skills yet. Soraka gets pulled in. She has to run towards the blue team base. That is going to prove to be the end of her. Kayn ults into the middle of Tarek and pops out to regain some health. That is a 1-for-0 trade overall. Blue team arrives with reinforcements. Once you fall behind the Soraka and you die a few times, it's so hard to stay alive. You just become like a sacrificial lamb. You just become so squishy. You don't have your items in time, and you don't have any innate escapes. People just walk over your Equinox. Dives like that can happen on your AD carry, and you can't even save him. The Wish was actually popped, but the meager healing that's provided from a Soraka that's poor on items, not significant. Not significant at all. Not enough to make the difference there. So Talia gets a shutdown gold onto Ezreal. And here comes Darius trying to interrupt the Herald take. Will he actually be able to find it? This is a 2-on-2. Herald hasn't fully reset yet. It's going to reset now, and red team is going to call it off. Kayn pops a blast plant over the wall. Not going to chase Taric any further. Now the game settles down just a little bit more. God, you know what I wish would actually happen? I wish that Riot would put in better camera manipulation features. I know you can do it as a league director. In fact, that's probably something I'm going to try to set up next time I actually spectate. Wait, no, it doesn't actually work for live spectates. It only works for a replay, I believe. You know what? Let's do some live testing while nothing's really happening in this game. Nothing particularly exciting, that is. Let's do some testing. Does league director detect a spectator game live? It does. Oh, look at that. It's actually turned off everything. Alright, we're going to show... We're going to show all of this. And let's see if I can control the zoom. Now this is some live edits right here. Alright, bring up the minimap too. Oh wait, I need to we turned off Fog of War entirely. We shouldn't do that. Show Fog of War. Okay. Now, oh, that's not the correct way to do it. There we go. Now we can actually adjust the field of view and the Fog of War. This is excellent. Yeah. This is something I wish that Riot would actually just do. Just give Spectate the ability to just hyper zoom out, man. Like, I don't want to have to manipulate. I don't want to have to be forced to manipulate this just with my hands. This doesn't really typically go well. Because I would do that live, and you know, it's not the best. And even this field of view is kind of scuffed. You get to see more movement, I suppose, but once you like change camera or anything, it just snaps right back. And in fact, not even health bars are showing. We're gonna show all health bars. There we go, team fight finally breaking out. Now we can commentate on something. Taric pops the ultimate, but two men are immune, but the Kayn knockout finds two, and now two people very low. Soraka Wish will try to keep them up just a little bit. Master E diving back into 4. He's not going to find anything, and Kayn takes 2 kills for free. Those are the two cores that's been trying to be the support and the carry, trying to feed each other. Just not going well. Diving into an unwinnable 2v4, and now Talia has found the Soraka. The silence will take her out of her passive, so she has lost quite a bit of speed, but that is actually enough to bail the Soraka out. Soraka has finished Ardent Censer, which is excellent. Now, see, here's the thing. Now that I know League Director works, I just need to bind a hotkey to I just need to bind a hotkey to improve field of view. Whatever. We're not going to bother with that this game. Mordekaiser dragging Talia into the death room. Is he strong enough to take her 1v1? Master E has come in case the kill cannot be finished. The kill will not be finished, so Master E will claim it for his 4th kill of this game. Not the most fed considering the resources that's been given to him. Decimate misses him in Alpha Strike, but once he pops out, Depth's Dredge Line finds his way onto him. There is no death charge yet. Darius will get taken down by the stun, and the kill train is starting to roll. Master E picks up 2 kills in quick succession, filling his pockets up yet again. Rage Blade has been completed. He is definitely a threatening force to be reckoned with as long as he doesn't get CC'd down by the Malzahar. Even if he does, Soraka can actually bail him out of this because she is that broken of a champion. Kayn comes in, knocking up just Soraka, and the bubble is coming down. Probably a little bit too late. Master E's already below half health. Depth charge landing, doing a beautiful knockup, knocking up Master E, and he is going to die during the CC. Just CC him forehand, and it's actually working, and now the kill train gets hijacked and conducted by the blue team. They're going to drive it into red team's face, taking down 3 kills right outside the dragon pit, and the mountain drake will be theirs. Red team committing just a little bit more with no resources to speak of and no AD carry in sight. That was not a fight they could win with the resources they had. Kane, seems like they've been underestimating how fed he is. Fighting into him there was not a good idea. Master Yi opted into a generally pretty terrible fight. One that would definitely have costed him. So I'm actually going to just turn League Director off now, because I do need my old hotkeys. When you turn League Director on, it actually removes all your hotkeys, because it's amazing. Herald gets dropped mid lane. It's just Mordekaiser. Can one Mordekaiser stop it all? He probably cannot, but Soraka has arrived for reinforcements. Oh my god, it's 3-man seismic shove in that tiny little circle. Kane's going to sweep in and immediately kill 2 off of that one shove. QSX has popped by Master E, and he runs out of there. But he will leave his support behind, his dedicated puppy falling down at the hands of the evil Rast man. The site has claimed Kane's soul and is on its way to claim a few more. Mid inhibitor looks to be the next victim. There's no Herald, but this inhibitor, completely defenseless, getting pounded by 5 people, is just going to fall. And Master E, all he can do is watch his own base burn down. Now let's see the effects of the funnel. The Kane is richer than him, so you probably shouldn't have funneled that. So, you know, that happened. And when the Master E has less gold with the babysitter, you know something terrible has just been happening. But can they pull it back? Because Master E, the carry potential, the 1v9 potential always exists. When, you know, the blue team, entirety of the blue team just has a stroke and none of them hits their CCs on Master E, he can definitely clean house if they can make it happen. But he's brave. He wants it. Seismic shove doesn't actually hit him. He dodges the alpha strike, and now the tower god comes down in the middle of the fray. Master E taking no damage. He's going to immediately clean up 2 people. Kane trying to make his way over the wall, but he will be shut down. An amazingly valuable 1,000 gold shutdown being picked up by Master E. Is he richer now? He has to be. He is. So he's once again the top daddy of this game. But can he carry the momentum forward? The only call here is going to be Baron. They have to try. They can't just let Red Team take every objective and run them over. Master E has to leverage this 3-person death timer, but the death timers aren't that long. They don't have enough damage to burn it down. It's just a Muramana. Ezreal, he doesn't have his Iceborne finished yet. He is quite poor this game, especially considering Taliyah has already hit a 2-item power spike. Can a single Muramana carry the Ezreal to do some respectable damage, or is this all up to Master E? They are going to secure the dragon. Nautilus will just calmly watch it go away. He is probably going to get a scuttle as a a booby prize, but or perhaps he wants more. Taliyah, she could definitely wall some of them off. Darius popping into the backline. Soraka is the first target. She has to wish and flash away. The Noxian Guillotine finds the kill, but not immediately, so there is no reset. He immediately dies to Master E anyway. And where's his own dedicated support? He needs to be there. QSS gets popped, cleansing out the Malzahar ultimate. However, the rest of the burst, far too strong. Kane kills off the Master E in his own support circle. And Mordekaiser dies. His Rylai is doing only current health damage, not enough to burn down the Taliyah. So far, a 1-for-4 team fight. A disastrous fight taken by Red Team. Blue Team making a solid cleanup effort. And now it's just one Ezreal. Is he fat enough to actually stop this push? Will Baron minions be enough to delay enough time? Soraka has respawned. She could help clean up this defense. A horrible team fight from Red Team, but luckily they lose no major structures and they walk away having taken away the only major objective in the game. So Blue Team cannot actually get it off the back of this crushing team fight victory. So there is still hope. An 11 kill lead only results in about a 5,000 gold lead. Which does mean in terms of map wise and CS wise, Red Team is somehow holding even. 11 kill differential exactly makes up about 5k if you factor in all the assist money. And they have a 6 turret advantage. So it's not like Red Team is necessarily weak in terms of hitting item power spikes. It's just that they haven't been able to find their correct team fight yet. And it's just a matter of time before they do. But can they find it in time before this game ends is the question. This game is far from lost, despite appearances. But Soraka walking in to dredge line. Seismic shove shoves her back. Easy kill on the unicorn. That is going to be Soraka's 9th death this game. A completely negative KDA ratio, which is just it's just unavoidable, really. It's like it's such a terrifying prospect to play soraka and you die once in lane. It's awful to play the rest of the game. And when the enchanter support falls so behind against a team like that, yeah, it's not fun. There's very little you can actually do. But blue team will take their prize, their third dragon. That makes it 2 mountains. Every mountain drake they take, they get slightly tankier and slightly harder for Master E to kill. Although I will be fair and say dragon buffs, as a standalone buff, not nearly as strong as they used to be. The most important part, most of the dragon's power have been loaded into the soul buff, as well as the existence of Elder Dragon. The Drake stacks themselves don't really account for that much anymore, to be completely honest with you. 12% additional armor MR is actually quite negligible given this point in the game. But now, 5-man push coming down. Ezreal going to be the first target. K knockoff finds the mark, but he is silenced. He can't really ult yet. Ezreal flashing back desperately. Death charge still attached to him. Master E running in. Tarigal gets popped in response. Can they find the kill on Darius? Yes, they do, but the big daddy is still the Kayn. Can they find the critical kill here? Master E chasing down. Dredgeline hooking onto the Mordekaiser. Good, beautiful dodge by Alpha Strike. He has been suppressed, but he is going to cleanse it and get out. Now it's just Kayn. Kayn's in the sideline fighting Mordekaiser in the Death Realm. He is not healing. He fails the flash, and the Q will not get him out in time. 4 for 0 being picked up by Red Team. In fact, they didn't even lose that tower that they were sieging. Disastrous siege being planned out here by Blue Team. They lose 4 critical members, and Red Team picks up a beautiful team fight. This Taliyah recalling in Soraka's face. She's going to pick up that kill, and now Red Team realizes there's an enemy hiding in plain sight. She is going to get very quickly cornered here by 3 people. Death is all but certain, unless they somehow let her slip through. Is she going to clear enough distance and pop her ultimate? No, she is not. Another point of damage chunks her out a bit more, and there's no escaping from there. No Weaver's Wall, no escape. And Taliyah will die, making it a very delayed ace. However, Taliyah being discovered did waste a lot of time. That could have been a push onto the mid tier 1 tower. That could have been a kill onto the bot tier 1 tower. Neither of which has come true, because blue team spent all of that time diverting all of their men to chasing one straggler. And by say blue team, I mean red team diverted all of their time to chasing that one straggler. Tactically not the best use of your resources, but if it gets you that kill, you might as well go for it at this stage in the game. You can always push out against this team later on. The most important part is finding critical team fights, finding critical picks, finding ways to get yourself back into this game. And now Red Team finally takes 2 turrets in quick succession. Well, decently quick succession. Finally putting themselves on the board. Just in time for Baron Nashor to spawn. 50 seconds. That is going to be the site of the next team fight. Will they respond? Or will one team somehow take it without any contest whatsoever? Now, surely neither team will just let this go without a fight. They know they can win fights. They just have... Both sides can win a fight. They just need good target selection to do it. The one thing I don't really notice when I get into a game, and don't notice for too late, but enough of that, Mordekaiser gets caught out. He pulls one person into the death throw. Unfortunately, he picked a really fed guy. Can he actually make it out of here? The W shield, not enough to actually save him. However, he does pop his on his hourglass. That is going to buy him enough time. Tarigal comes down, making Master E completely immune to all damage. He is coming in. Will the kill train start? Alpha Strike takes down 2. As Ezreal helps clean up 1. Nautilus has to run for the hills. So far, that is 3 for nothing. And Nautilus going to be the 4th victim, a crushing victory for Red Team. The Master E coming up huge with the invulnerability buff. And nobody on Blue Team could properly answer him before he became immune. In fact, Kayn positioning so far forward into the Death Realm was the first to drop. That was the critical mistake. He is the worst. He is the one person with the utility and power to kill the Master E. But he started that fight so low that it was just a very basic 1 auto swipe and he dies, and the rest of the team fight will collapse on his head. Red Team picks up Baron uncontested, taking 4 kills to 0 in a very commanding position now to initiate the push. However, 2 members will now opt to reset with the respawns coming out. The rest of their members will actually probably not continue this push. There's a very angry Kayn coming down. He cannot actually catch her to an Ezreal. Ezreal can kite him forever. Master Yi helping himself to one Wolf Camp before recalling. It will not cost him because Baron recalls OP. Dragon is going to be the next objective. It's spawning in just 20 seconds. This is the soul. This is worth fighting for. Furious pings from blue team going down on Dragon from multiple members. They want this. They need this. If they lose this, they are actually in a position to lose the game. Red team taking the gold lead. Swiping it away from under blue team's noses that they suddenly realize, oh dang, we're not that fed after all. And now it's do or die. They are in the pit. Kane is starting it. It might be desperation. Can they actually get it? Dredgeline finds his way onto Master Yi, and Nautilus finds out he has Guardian Angel, so he can't really just die. The Master Yi gets altered by Tara, killing off the Nautilus, killing off the Malzahar. Now there's nobody there. Kane's going to just sit there, pondering about his life's greatest mistakes. How did everything go so wrong, he asks himself. And now all he can do is run. The Highlander chases. The slice will miss. There is no knockup. And now it's just an auto war. One he cannot possibly win against the Master Yi. He will try to dash away and buy some time. A second W. Blaze Reach. Just not finding the target. He is now out-tabbed, making a forum post on Reddit, asking why Master Yi is so OP and asking it to be nerfed. And now the push. It's very interesting that Equinox actually silences minions even though it doesn't do jack. With 3 critical members still down and the Baron wave in power, this is certainly the end of tier 2 and the Mountain Drake on top of that. Red team now most certainly has the entire map to play around with. In fact, Soraka has more than tripled her assist numbers since we last checked in with her. Actually no, just less than tripled. But it's close enough that the hyperbole isn't really that outlandish. Going from 097 to 01018, not the most respectable scoreline, but damn, when your team gets rolling, you just pick up those free KDA, baby. Now, everybody full resets, leaving blue base in ruins. It is now 7 towers to 5, a far cry from the previous glory that was 6 towers to 0. Red team fully riding on their momentum. All they have to do is finish it. The gavel is in the air, the arm has been raised. Can they bring the hammer down? Or will they accidentally smack their toe? Is it possible for Red team to make such a monumental mistake with Master Yi that they will immediately lose the game? Because that is their only way to lose. With a Soraka and a Taric behind Master Yi, will he suddenly drop his brain on the floor and just go in 1v5? Or will he calmly ride this out into a victory? He is just asserting himself into blue team's jungle, driving them out at every turn. Mordekaiser split pushing down bot. This is a 4-man core, but incredibly terrifying in its own right. Anybody who even looks at E right now will just instantly die. It's like SCP-096. The most terrifying one. Can he find the victory? Or will there be one devastating catch? The crowd watches with bated breath. Baited. Shouldn't have used that word. Kane. He actually wanted to do a cheeky backdoor. No, he canceled his recall. He is going for the backdoor. There's no Kane, but if there's no Kane, that means Red team can do really aggressive plays. Kane is their only hope of actually killing this Master Yi. He has QSS, well, Mercurius Scimitar, but that's QSS. He doesn't care about Malzahar. He doesn't care about Talia. He doesn't even care about the Darius. He can shred right through him. That's a full build Master Yi. Kane still slapping away him at the mid inhibitor. They will send back the Mordekaiser to stop him. Is that the best target selection? Can he actually do it here? Kane giving the Blaze Reach knockup. Red team is still not sieging fully yet. Kane is going to jump into Mordekaiser, comes out with a chunk of health. But that is just going to buy him a little bit of time. He actually loses his Guardian Angel in the Death Realm. And will he actually survive long enough to take the inhibitor? One more hit! He doesn't actually do it! The inhibitor survives about 100 HP. That is just one auto away. The backdoor did not pay off, and now they lost their strongest member. Red team somehow loses the minion wave despite sitting here sieging for the past minute. They're just going to grab it real quick and continue this assault. Kane still down for 30 seconds. Red team has actually moved up. They want to secure this Baron buff, leaving just the Ezreal down here as soon as blue team realizes that they can probably actually pounce him. But they're so scared that they're just sitting back and letting it all happen. Red team calling off the bot lane siege with 1 kill advantage just picked up randomly from a Kayn with his brains off. They are going to secure Baron. There's no possible way that this could be contested. Soraka even bought Magi's Soul Stealer. What a cocky guy. What the heck? Given that scoreline, buying a Magi is very bold. However, your team's cores are so strong at this point that it is absolutely the justifiably correct purchase. But how ironic that the Soraka being bullied all game is now the person that had the galls to buy that item. How times have changed, but here comes the Kayn. Will he steal it? There is no smite steal. In fact, he loses half his health just trying it. He has to now try to reset. The dragon's coming up. Blue team, they have to maybe try something. Desperately started maybe, but Talia is around the pit. She's alone. Nobody else is even there. Kayn had to run into red team space. In fact, he's out to finish the job that he started. Probably not the best decision here. They're just going to surrender the Mountain Drake. And Mordekaiser going back to answer the split push. But Kayn has already left. So Mordekaiser, knowing better, cancels his recall and decides to wander somewhere else, opting to not reset with the rest of the team. He's actually walking up. Is he going to try to hunt down Kayn? Will he actually find the Kayn? No, Kayn just slips out from under his nose. Now 3-person reset coming out from blue team. All their cores are almost full build. E is certainly full build. Ezreal is very close. Mordekaiser, good job, buddy. You keep doing it, you. And the 2 supports buying very cheap budget items. Soraka has an elixir running, and I believe Taric doesn't actually have an elixir running, but he is quite close to full build. Just 1 item remain. And now this push has resumed. All they have to do is not mess this up. But how would you ever mess this up? The siege has begun. It is slow. It is withering. Master Darius gets really brave. He walks in for a push. Master E immediately engages, but he's in the middle of 5 people. He is so fat it doesn't even matter. He kills out Malzahar immediately. Kayn tries to ult onto him, but he died without. We didn't even see where he went. Darius trying to flash away, but is he going to actually get it? 1 auto tap from E, not enough to finish off. Talia shoving Master E into the fountain. Master E will finally die, but not before taking 3 people down with him. 4 one last person drops outside their base in a valiant defense, and now it's just 1 Darius. They no longer have a Master E, but the rest of their team is right now pretty damn fed, and they're carrying Baron buff. Can Darius stop it all, or will he just die? He's going to decimate. Only finds 1. Equinox slowing him down, dissuading him from walking in. He is getting chunked so much. Death Realm pulls him into the Death Realm. That's repetitive. But the Nexus is going to die, and Darius doesn't even get to watch. The game ends off the back of OPE.